Gemini, what do we have for Gemini? Taurus season, Gemini, Taurus season, Gemini. Message for this week, what do we have for you guys? Gemini. So let's see, we got the Page of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Three of Cups, and the Three of Wands. So look off the bat, Gemini. Page of Swords. So again, you guys are air sign, so you're always thinking, you're always flowing with a lot of concepts, a lot of thought forms coming in. You're ruled by Mercury. Sometimes you might overthink on a few here and there, but you're able to come up with a lot. And since you're immutable, you pick up a lot, and you might be like, you know what, I like this one, but I also like the other one, and then I want to do this, but I also want to do it the same way, so it's always a lot going on. You can't really focus on one, or you might, and then you just abandon that one and then go back to an old one, or just start a whole new one. So right now with the Page of Swords, you're already moving forward with a particular idea that you guys were kind of on thinking about, but now y'all planning and how to go about it. Probably some of you guys were thinking, hey, I want to move, I want to look for a new house, a new apartment, or some of you guys is thinking of buying a new car, probably trying to buy a new house. Probably some of you guys is trying to go back to school, or probably some of you guys want to be in a relationship, so y'all thinking on it. You're thinking of making that text. Some of you guys gonna be thinking of starting a business, or even some of you guys is just thinking about doing work on yourself before y'all can do anything right now. So again, a lot of ideas, but y'all planning on it right now though. Some of you is moving forward with it, especially with this energy, Taurus, because it's gonna bring the awareness to work on these things right now. So some of you guys is working on it as we speak. Not only that, but y'all grounded too with the Eight of Pentacles. So y'all working in, y'all putting them in hours also. With the 8, you're spending a lot of time too, a lot of time. So the money's coming in, the money is flowing. The Geminis has that money, man. They're not wasting any time right now. It's coming, it's flowing. And it's very important, especially around this time, because the times is tough. So the Gemini is working real hard. And if some of you guys do own a business, have a business, then it's gonna be looking real good. It's gonna look real good right now. But you're also saving it too. You're not spending as much with the Four of Pentacles. You're very saving every cent, every penny too. And if any individual knows a Gemini or knows you might not even loan the money. You might feel some type of way, or realistically, you might just not fuck with them. You might just not fuck with this individual, so you're not willing to loan them any money just for that reason. Just because they're not gonna pay you back. And again, you don't even mess with that person like that. So right, plus it's for y'all investing in bigger things, better things. So right now they're gonna get a little message no, not today, hey, sorry, can't. And that's the reason why. They don't really mess with you like that. The Geminis don't mess with you, but they got the message, they get the message. So then we got the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. Remember, we still have Venus in Pisces. It's going forward though. It's moving. Soon it'll be in Aries again. So again, we're gonna be very, in tune with our emotions, our feelings. And right now, you Geminis is in very good space. Y'all feel good. A lot of emotional stability. See, and that's powerful because a lot of air signs don't like to deal with them. They're not evolved, so they don't like to feel and take them in. But you Geminis, you are evolved. You're able to feel, you're able to connect. So you have a very strong emotional stability, And that's very powerful because you could be in situations like work, around co-workers, people, and it just could be very you know, the little tsunami could come over and just mess everything up. But you guys know how to maintain yourselves in those situations, and they might be coming to you for a little advice, a little help. And some of you guys could be, helping them out like a little counselor, if you will, and give them a little pointers on how you go about it and how you deal with it, you know, give them a little feedback. But you're also connected with certain individuals with the Three of Cups. There's a little connection going. And again, we're not surprised, being our air sign. You guys know how to communicate. So, of course, you have a big circle when it comes to people. That's not a surprise. The Geminis, the Libras, the Aquariuses. So, being a Gemini, you're very connected with like a large circle of people. You know a lot of people. And a lot of people know you. So the connection's looking real good, real good right now. A lot of colleagues, friends, associates. Yeah, the Geminis know a lot, man. That circle is huge. And then finally we have the Three of Wands. So again, some of you might be doing a little vacationing, a little traveling, or some of you guys is looking forward to doing these things right now. Around spring, around this time for some of you guys, y'all looking forward to it because, you got that passion, you got that energy, that motivation, and you guys are trying to do it, You guys are trying to go out there and see the world, learn some new things because after all, you're like Sagittarius in a way. You guys like to learn. And right now you guys want to be in the fire. You want to be in there doing these things. So right now, some of you guys might be looking. Some of you guys might even have the tickets, for airplane tickets. You might have them hotels booked already. You might be watching this video from that little country right now. But yeah, there's a lot of things you guys are trying to do right now. And you're very motivated to do it. This is looking real good for Geminis. But final thing, we want to know how you guys doing right now. We're curious. So, drop a comment, show some love, and let us know, Geminis. Don't be shy.